system neutral, system agnostic. These are kind of buzzwords that I think are going around a lot right now with everything happening around the OGL. A lot of people are looking to either maybe move away from D&D or at the very least look for non-Wizards of the Coast products to supplement their D&D games. And there's one company out there that I think makes these system agnostic tools better than anybody, and that's Nord Games. I brought you reviews of their products in the past, things like Spectacular Settlements, Treacherous Traps, and the Ultimate Guide to Alchemy, Crafting, and Enchanting. And right now they have a new Kickstarter going on that I think will add something to any of your TTRPG games. So today, let's take a look. Let's get into it. Hello everybody, I'm Joe and this is the DM Toolbox, your go-to place to get all the tools you need to enhance your TTRPG games. Today, we want to take a look at a new Kickstarter from Nord Games called the Oracle Character Generator. Now, this is a really fun Kickstarter, and it's in line with a lot of the other products that Nord Games has been releasing in recent months and years. It is a tarot-sized card deck filled with random tables, and it's basically an engine or generator to help you kind of create characters for your games. Now, this particular tool is not for creating your player characters, but more for the types of characters your players might interact with in the world. So if you're looking to kind of create a rich NPC, somebody with a bit of a backstory and motives and flaws and things like that, this tool will help you do just that. And because it's not built around necessarily 5th edition, it is a system neutral product. You can use this in Pathfinder or any other fantasy RPG game that you want. So we'll take a look at it today. We'll kind of look at the Kickstarter page a little bit, and then I actually have a full copy of the PDF from them, and we'll go through and we'll maybe create a character together, and you can kind of see how this works. Now, they do have it as a PDF and as a card deck. Obviously, the cards aren't available yet. I don't have physical cards in my hand, but like I said, I have a copy of the PDF, so you can see how this will work, and it's very easy to use in the PDF since the pages are linked and things like that. So why don't we head over to the Kickstarter page and we'll look at that. Okay, here we are on the Kickstarter page, and as you can see, this thing fully funded in just 15 minutes. Of the $10,000 they were looking to raise, they have now raised nearly $100,000. So that should speak to just the quality of the product and of just Nord's reputation in general. People have a lot of faith in Nord's products. They know they're good, and in my experience, they're some of my favorite books and tools that I own. The thing I think I like most about Nord is that they kind of fit my namesake. They are a toolbox for DMs and GMs. They're not, I mean, they do have adventures and they're really cool adventures, but even those are so versatile and, designed for different level characters, the same adventure for any level range. They are just really good though at putting a tool in your hand to help inspire you, to help your creativity. Not everybody is a master story writer or good at creating traps or creating recipes for their characters or creating towns and cities or places for their characters to go on adventure. And Nord steps in and says, here's something to help you, not to do it for you, but to help inspire you and give you something to really just enhance your ability and teach you how to be better at these things. So for that reason alone, Nord is just at the top of my list of favorite third-party publishers. So let's take a look though at this Kickstarter. So you can see here, like we said, $100,000 raised. And if you look here, this is great because it says that the comprehensive character generation with over 1 billion combinations for any fantasy role-playing game, writers and storytellers. So it's not even just for games. If maybe you're an author and you're looking to create a fun character for one of your books or something like that, this can help you with that. So keep in mind that it's not even just gaming. You can use it for storytelling and things like that as well. So here's what the at least concept art for the box will look like. It'll be a big box with a bunch of decks of cards. You can kind of see here what that would look like with the different decks. So it's a lot of cards that you get in there because there's a deck for kind of each category, and I'll show you kind of what that looks like on the PDF. They do have a trial here that you can download and use yourself. I've actually got a full copy that they provided me so that I can maybe go into some stuff that you won't see in this trial, but definitely come and download it and try it out for yourself. It's just fun to play with. It's so crazy how you can start rolling these things up and just start getting story ideas. I was privileged enough to be on their live stream when they launched the Kickstarter on Tuesday this week, and we got to sit there and roll up characters, and we had so much fun doing it, coming up with stories, and I just have all these cool ideas of how I want to use those characters in my game. So definitely looking forward to it. You can see here, so some of the categories, right, is you can create a hero or a champion, a merchant and artisan, noble and clergy, townsfolk and travelers, which is one that I enjoy doing myself, and then villains and scoundrels. So maybe we'll do a villain or a scoundrel today on this video. We'll roll one up and see how it goes. And you can see how it looks here. They'll basically be like a D12 and then followed by a D4 table. And you kind of go back and forth on these different tables as you roll them up. Their pledge levels is you can just grab the PDF for 25 bucks. You can get the box set for 50, combination for 62, or if you want to go all in, you can actually get their previous Kickstarter that they did for the Oracle Story Generator. And these two go really well together. You can even pull cards from this Oracle Story Generator to kind of flesh out some of your characters even more. The sets are designed to work really well together. And then, they also had their Elements of Inspiration Kickstarter a while back that I feel like you can insert these characters into the story you're creating with Elements of Inspiration or the scenarios and stuff like that. So I love how all of their different decks all go together really well. And I love the full tarot size cards as well. So very, very excited about it. So make sure you come and check that out. But now, why don't we head over to the PDF and let's roll up a character. Before we get into the character generator, I just want to take a quick second and remind you guys to make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like the video if you like the content I'm providing to you. I want to keep growing the channel, and that really helps me out. I also want to bring you guys some more giveaways. We're getting close to hitting 2,000 subscribers here on the channel, and when that happens, I'm hoping to do a nice big giveaway with some prizes for everybody. So make sure you're following me. Make sure you hit the notification bell, get notified when that's happening, and make sure you check my community section of my YouTube channel, as I am starting to do more lives, and I'm thinking about kind of expanding, and I could use your feedback on what you'd like to see on my channel. Okay, so here's the PDF, and you can see the cover art nice here. And as we go down, you see here we have the different types of people we can do. So I said we're going to do villains and scoundrels, so let's jump over to page 88 and do that. So you can see here the first thing we're going to do is we're going to roll a D12, and I've got my D12 right here. So I'm going to roll and see what we get. So I got a 10, so we're going to have, a mastermind. So we'll jump over to page 91 here, and you can see mastermind. So playing games on a level that most cannot keep up with, this genius uses strategies and tactics to further their schemes. Only a fellow genius can stop them. So I'm going to roll a D4, and I got a 4. So he's a criminal, head of a crime family or a solo criminal who has never been caught. This individual's methods make them almost uncatchable. All right, so we've got this criminal mastermind now, and we're going to go down to the next one for his personality. So I'm going to roll another D12, and I have, a 12. So he's cruel. So let's come over here. So delights in acts of depravity and ruthlessness. This individual enjoys seeing other people suffer, perhaps even at their own hands. I rolled a 3 here, so he's vindictive. This individual has an unreasonable desire for revenge that clouds their judgment and justifies in their minds despicable ruthlessness. All right, so we have this criminal mastermind who's never been caught, who's just, a genius, and he's a vindictive genius. So he's kind of motivated by this vindictive nature. All right, so now let's roll for his motivation. 4, so domination. So this is what he wants. He wants domination, hoping to gain complete control over a certain area. This individual works tirelessly to exert their influence and tighten their fist. So I rolled another 4 here, so he's religious, Hoping to control all religion in a nation or realm, this individual wants to use their own divine connections, cult, or lack of belief system to seize control. So I feel like this is a cult leader. That's what I'm getting out of this. He is this evil genius who is going to form this cult and basically prey on gullible people and try to maybe take their wealth, things like that, and use religion as his cover for that. And maybe he's doing it because maybe since he's vindictive, maybe the local clergy or something exiled him for a sin or something like that, and this is his way of pulling that clergy's members, that congregation, away and showing how just weak-minded they are, something along those lines. All right, so let's get into his flaw. So he's got a flaw. So I rolled a 4 there. So he's arrogant. That makes sense. So with an exaggerated sense of their own importance and ability, this individual flees as if they are top dog when they are inconsequential. So I rolled another 4 here, so pompous. Effectively grand and displaying sickening splendor, and this individual shows off to mask the fact that they do not really have much going for them. So he's, just being pompous about it. He knows he's successful. He knows he's smart. He knows his evil plan is working, and he flaunts it. And you can see some of the other options here, like childish and callous, deranged. And if you don't like, if I rolled that, the arrogance one, I'm like, I don't really like that one. I could always just pick the one that I want. I don't have to. Or if I rolled childish and I just like the immature one, I can just pick that. Like, you don't have to roll. It's just inspiration, right? So finally, let's roll the intrigue. I rolled a 2 on this. So past hero. Ooh, past hero. Interesting. At one point in their past, this individual was not a villain, but a hero. Something made them give up that life and turn to villainy. So I rolled a 2 here. So betrayer. At some point, this individual betrayed that which made them heroic. They might have abused their power or taken it underhandedly from another. So going back to my original thought of wanting to form this cult to steal from the clergy, maybe he was a member of the clergy. Maybe he was even just a member of the congregation, but a leader or something like that. And he did something that forced him to be exiled. And when that happened, he, betrayed. Maybe he portrayed some trait of himself that forced that exile, and that's how this happened. But he was an important person to these people. So you can see how the story just starts to form in your head. And that's it. I mean, that we just rolled that one up. So we can use those ideas and those traits to create this villain now for our game. And as we kind of take those thoughts and we start to flesh them out, we start to create an entire story for it. Then if I wanted to, all right, well, where does this take place? Well, let me grab Spectacular Settlements and roll up. I feel like this would be good for like a village or maybe a town at best. I could roll up that town and have that character in this town. I could choose some of the religious undertones rather than rolling on the tables in Spectacular Settlements and come up with a really cool place. I could even grab the other Oracle deck and start creating a story around it, all of it. So you can kind of see how a lot of these Nord products can work really well together. Notice we did not talk about system. We did not say, in 5th edition. We did not talk about, or Pathfinder or anything like that. I could plug this into any game I want. Heck, this could work in Star Wars if I wanted it to, right? Like, I could literally use this in almost any setting I wanted to. So really, really cool tool. This is what I really like about Nord's products, is that I feel like they just kind of work to create inspiration for me. Well, I hope you guys like what you saw in this tool today. Make sure you go and back the Oracle Character Generator. The link is in my description below. Please try to use that link. It is an affiliate link for me. It helps support the channel. And let me know in the comments below how you would use the character we built today in your game. Tell me what that character's backstory is and how he integrates into your game. All right, that's it for today. And until next time, roll those dice.